them know that we are the American Indians. Copper color Indians, baby. A real Indian, American Indian is me, not from Africa. Remember that.
Yeah. Conscious. Matic. Alright, so far away I come from. I sit and wonder about the times that it made sense. But nowadays I don't worry about what's past tense. My younger days I used to hang around with mad friends. If we just fell out, I don't really know what happened. A lot of people come around and keep you stagnant, distraction. So yeah, don't show them no compassion. We was really out here grinding, really rapping, stacking them Franklins, them Grants and them Jacksons. Imagine if we would've never chased our passion, we probably would've never knew what happened. They was all just talk, we showed action. Once they leave, don't you let them back in. Just pack up all their stuff and send them packing. I'm blacking on anybody thinking they could act up with me. This vibe ain't for free, cause where I'm at in life, I'm only focused on me. Note the self, know yourself, focus on your health. They don't wanna help, then fuck it, do it by yourself. Don't give them no excuse to put you on the shelf. If it's me, myself, and I, then it's no one else. Yeah. Self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself.
Yeah, practice what you preaching, but clearly they not practicing entitlement and pride. Yeah, those two things they factor in. Spiral out of control just from all the bantering. When they accustomed to talking behind your back with all that chattering, I remove myself before I abuse myself. Talk about self-love, but you gotta do it yourself. Yeah, I won't act too good for no help. We all healing now. Said some things about me that ain't true. How you feeling now? Even at my lowest, they tried to find a way to bring me down. Big y'all up for years, ain't talking just the brand or the sound. I don't throw things around, I do it from the heart proud. Mama just wanna see her sunshine, removing them dark clouds.
Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself. Yeah.
Smash that like button, y'all.
Matter. Alright, so far away I come from.
Smash that like button, y'all. I got some
wonder about the times that it made sense. But nowadays I don't worry about what's past tense. My younger days I used to hang around with mad friends. If we just fell out, I don't really know what happened. A lot of people come around.
I got some slides that I want to show today. I got some slides that I want to show today. And I want to say a few things before I get started first. Big Dog, Billy Dog, love you, bruh. Willie Cameron, love you, bruh. D. Allen Warren, love you, bruh. Charles Robinson, salute. Wolverine, salute. Salute everybody. Smash the like button.
They don't want to help, then fuck it, do it by yourself. Don't give them no excuse to put you on the shelf. If it's me, myself, and I, then it's no one else. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that.
So, I want to go into some things first. I want to make some genuine statements. Share this screen, y'all. Because, do I sound okay, Willie? Big Dog? Hey, Tony. Okay, I must sound okay. All right, so let me start off by saying this. Salute to everybody watching. Salute to everybody that supports my channel. I really, truly appreciate it from my heart. Seriously. Enoch, salute. Salutes. Okay, good. I want to say this, and I want to say it truthfully. Um, Again, whatever's going on in this community, I'm glad it ceased. It needed to. Um, some things you just, gotta let it go over your head. You know, and when I do things for people, I do it from my heart. Really, literally. I can honestly say that anything that I do for anyone that as when it pertains to monetary value, I do it from my heart. Seriously. I truly do it from my heart. And sometimes, people are so egotistical and so wrapped up into themselves and are so foolish to let people whisper in their fucking ears about people, or they take on other people's personal internal views of somebody else, and you really lose really great friends like that. And that's the truth. You really do. You really lose people who really um find you know a real you know when how you feel people have really great potential to do things, and you encourage them to do it because you know that they have it and they just need a little boost to get it popping. That's me, because I really like to tell people that and show them that, because I know what I see in people. When I see people, I don't look for just negative things in them, literally, especially when it comes to our people. I like to, tell them, and with honesty, yo, you should be doing this. You really should. You don't understand your potential, and you're not using it to the fullest. And I've done that to people in YouTube, seriously, and meant it from my heart, and stepped in to support and help them, show them, like, dude, you really should be doing this. I mean, you knowledgeable. And then when they turn around and give you the ass to kiss because you they want you to pick sides, I'm not doing that shit. And I mean that from my heart. But when somebody give me their ass after I did that, especially when they make a sound and are sad about a situation that happened in their life before Christmas and shit, and you go in, your heart just says, oh, let me help them. How can we get half of the money back for them? And you help them in the best way you know how, by encouraging them to use their skills to the fullest. And you make that shit happen with them. And then they kiss your ass and they don't remember the good in you. So to myself, when I deal with people like that, I just push away. I'm like, ungrateful bastards, and shit backfires. I let shit backfires. I do not get revenge. Fuck a revenge. I don't have time. I'm too busy. And the ancestors, look at situations. Before, when we was church folk, we used to say, the Lord look at situations. But now that we've been taught about our history and we look further into our history, I now say that the ancestors look and feel your heart, because that blood is never ending. The blood is everlasting, and the ancestors feel what you feel. Even though people say they're dead, they're not. They're still alive because their blood lives on. And when you feel pain in some type of way, all the ancestors do is step in and show out. So that being said, I told y'all that our nation has expanded to the north and opened up our doors. So let me show you some ancestral work. Like, I have a life other than YouTube, but I just happen to be listening and working at the same time. When I'm in here, I multitask. So let me just show you a little something, something. Where is it? I want to pull this up. No. A lot of people wish, and I really believe 50 Cent when he say people have wished death on him and shit like that. That's some true shit. But I just want to show you a little something from our feedback. And it's just like, wow. I'm like, wow. You can't get no better. You can't make this shit up. So, like I said, a lot of people really be sitting, you'd be surprised how many people just sit around literally and wait for you to fail. And I'm like, people live on that. They want to see it so bad because they want you to need them and they want to control you and all this other shit. It's like crazy. People are really, really crazy for real. And they want to control you. And I'm like, if you got your own woman in your own family, control them. Control them. Seriously, how you gonna control another man's woman? You can't do that. And you can't make people be your friend. You can't make people associate with you. You can't make people do shit that they don't want to do. Now, fools that just don't know no damn better do shit. Not me. I'm sorry. I've had enough. When I was a very young girl, I just, I just can't. And it's not that I'm a, a, a feminist. I think I'm somewhat the opposite, really. I mean, it's just like, how does somebody come in your life that has no fucking life, try to make you do something? And I'm like, first, get your own life. For real, get your own shit straight. You know, I'm serious. But anyway, you know, when I tell you that I be busy and I be busy and I I try not to bug anybody to do shit for me. Seriously. I really do. And I well, like I said, we busy. And I told you that our doors were only open for 200 people. Now, we already got 70 people here in the north that's solid, that's joining YA Nation North. It's all still the same thing. The mother is the mother company is is Florida, but the expansion to the north is no joke. Which brings me to this. And when I say don't fuck with me, worry about yourself, this is our feedback. You see this number right here, 79 submission. That's 79 goddamn people. 79. That's from our joining one of interest in joining our tribe. That's 79 people. Now, uh, like I said, I'm not worried. And you really, really, when I tell you that I, I put the boots on the ground, that's 79 damn people already. So if you take 79 and you add the 70 we already got, that's solid for the north. How much does that add up to? Please tell me. Somebody do the math. I'll do it. I can't even do it. 79 plus 70. That's 149 people already that signed up for YA Nation North. That means literally we only have 51 spots left. Seriously. And then we're closing our doors back. We don't need the whole world to join us. This is what I say. Everybody that vibe together, don't vibe together. So if I can do this watching YouTube, working full time, and running a damn YouTube channel, you need to start your own. Seriously. Don't worry about me. And no, I don't want you boosting up and then to help me. Because a lot of people, and I have to say in this community are very ugly. And I don't want to deal with no Rudy Poots. I don't got no fucking time. I don't. I have people to help me. And this is something you got to respect and understand. Seriously. It's something you have to respect and understand. I already have people to help me. So therefore, just leave me alone. All right? Worry about yourself. Worry about your own um, things that you're doing. Make them happen. Because I'm trying my damn best, just like you are, to try to make shit happen. For real. I'm trying my damn best. And I'm doing it the best way I know how. For real. So when I pull back, I pull back. You ain't got to worry about me because I ain't worried about nobody. I don't go to sleep at night worrying about any individual. And what I am very upset about is the fact that people try to make you pick a side and choose who to associate with when we don't have, when you don't have a goddamn thing to do with nothing. You lose people when you do shit like that. You really do. You lose people. People remove themselves from your life when you try to make them choose between who you should associate with. I I'm gonna associate with who I vibe with, and I'm gonna associate with who I want to, and I'm gonna enjoy people's YouTube channels, their content creation. I'm gonna enjoy it, whether you like it or not. And you have to respect that. And if you can't, instead of trying to remove somebody and make somebody pick who to be with, why don't you just deal with your fucking self? Pull yourself away. Don't make nobody choose to be with you or somebody else. Why don't you be the bigger person and move yourself away? And why don't you make the choice of who you associate and pull yourself away? That's what you do. Seriously. Because that's some bullshit kid, 16-year-old shit. Even younger than that. So I know that I'm doing something right. If I fucking got already 70 people, okay, plus 79 people on the website that signed up. I'm doing fucking something right. So why don't you do that? So salute Big Dog. Salute Detect Cuts. I can't say your name. Yanita Ya, salute. Hey Juan. Big Dog, Billy. Already said hello to everybody. And shout out to everybody watching that's a little shy and reluctant. Oh, thanks, like man. Aaliyah RN, salute. Hey, like man. Hey, Aaliyah, Zolan. Salute to y'all. I'm gonna get into the segment in a minute. I'm gonna do a share screen because I really want to talk about these wars, these Negro, Aboriginal, Indian, whatever you want to call it. At this point, I'm not even gonna argue over that. I'm gonna say these wars with people that look like me, that people are just not seeing. And I'm like, but first, let's just go here for a minute. I just literally want to pull this up. If if he is Chief Pawantin and he's a statue, and this chief has absolutely no European features. This is a Negro. What we call a Negro, anyway. It's an Aboriginal, American Indian, whatever you want to call it. I'm not fighting over that damn word. I'm about right sick of it. I'm serious. If come on, I was looking up this. I I'm like, I just don't. I don't know why shit go over people's heads. And the first person that I saw in YouTube that shared this is A1. The first person that I recall sharing this, at least, I mean, other you could have seen it from other people, but A1 is the first one who I really saw this from in YouTube. And I'm like, people and our people are so wrapped up in European history about our damn people. I mean, about people. You're so wrapped up in just our people. We gotta help them. They're sad, especially the African Americans. How you gonna? What I don't understand about the poo boo pan boo boos and our hood communities or wherever all their asses is at. How can't you see that this Negro look like your ass? I'm serious. This chief from Virginia, Chief Palmerton, that's him. Word. I Pan Boo Boos, this is what I don't get about them. How come you can't see that this dude look like your dumb ass running around in a dashiki? When you take the dashiki off and all the funky yellow, green, and black, or whatever color that shit is, this is how your dumb ass, your ass look. I'm serious. Look at his nose. Look at my nose. And look at my lips and my cheekbones. Uh, I look like I look like Chief Palmerton. I just ain't got on my feather headdress. And I don't understand. Y'all, these people, they just overlook him. He got little curly, woolly hair like ours. And he's built up like a brother. That is how our men are built. Look at his fucking arms. And you know how our men, ladies, come on now. Y'all know how our men look when they don't wear no shirt and they got just a gold chain on. Seriously, you got to look at shit for what it really is. Our men got them pretty ass chests. They just got some, they're just the gods. Fuck it. Our men, they're so sexy. This is not an African man. This is what you call a Negro. If I look like this coming off a funky ass Mayflower ship, and you see somebody looking like this, I be hating too. Shit. That's why your white woman like running to our man. Look at that. You coming off a funky butt smelling like skunk and shit bags off of Mayflower. And you run into something looking like this. And you wonder why all your women keep running to him. I ain't trying to be funny. But shit, you can't help. Who wouldn't want to be in these arms when they hug you and kiss you and tell you they love you? All women of races. That's why they be grabbing our bras. You can't help but to love the guy. They sexy as hell. He ain't even got no clothes on, Holly. And he running around in this outfit. Cause the boy pretty. I ain't being funny. But how do you overlook the beauty of the God? I come on. This kind of shit that go over our people's head in history. Excuse me, this dude reigned in the 15 and 1600s or whatever as a damn chief in Virginia. This was a chief of the Powhatan tribe in Virginia. Mysteriously and miraculously, they all turned white. Stop with the bullshit. And 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 you know, this is what the shit that literally the most important shit that literally goes over our people's head, including a dumbass scholar like Jabari and Dr. Reggie. Even though I like Dr. Reggie, but you also got to remember Jabari's Jamaican. I'm just saying. But beautiful shit like this. So Jabari would hate on a North American real one that didn't run from his damn land. You would. It's in your blood to hate. So screw you. And why is this emblem in London in a museum? You know, this is way back in the old days. Just you can tell by the outfit. In modern times, this is like throwing up a picture of Beyonce or Pam Grier. It's just done differently back then. It's an emblem of America. You throw Beyonce up, boom, there it is. You throw Pam Grier, Sexy Sierra, all of them. Same shit, different time. This is how it was done yesterday, way back then. Now it's done differently today. You throw Beyonce up on the billboard or Lil Kim or anybody, the emblem of America. It don't say shit about the emblem of Africa. This is the shit that goes over dumbass Jabari's head and dumb Dr. Reggie. I I don't like shit going over my head. This is this is probably one of the most important emblems to wake your ass up. You do you even know what an emblem is? Seriously. An emblem is, in case you don't know, because people read words and they just read by the most important word just because you can say it when you read it. You need to know what it means. An emblem is a heraldic device or symbolic object as a distinctive badge of a nation, organization, or family. Like America's national emblem on the bald eagle. But it was this first. Get the shit right. This was the symbolic object as a distinctive badge of a nation, organization, or family. Don't sleep that. These are the most important things that you need to know. This is important. You don't just bypass. Oh, this is olden time, and you sitting back. You really looking at the way we do it today. The most hottest thing out. And I say Beyonce because she's so fine. And I say Pam Grier and Sierra and Lil Kim because they are just so fine. So now we throwing it. This was throwing up back then. People around the world knew what the emblem of America looked like in their time. Same shit, different era. Cut. Tony Furlow, Bobby, Mississippian. So I'm just saying, I'm going to actually just leave this up so this could sink in your heads. Okay. And then I'm going to pull up the slides and go over the slides about very important things that you need to pay attention of during the times we were in war as, all right, I'll say it, Negroes. But we were the ones who were in war. I got some slides and we gotta instill this back in our people because right now they're asleep and they're in all different kind of directions of religions and who you are two damn different things. I don't care if you decided to take on Muslim culture, your ass is still the emblem of America. You just decided to live this lifestyle like a Muslim. Same thing with a Christian. I don't care if you're a Christian. Your ass is still an emblem of the Americas, not Africa. You just decided that you wanted to live a lifestyle like Christians. You can't hide who you are under the religious affiliations that you're in. Bottom line, you just can't. Because why? Because your ass is on display in London as an emblem of America. You can run, but you can't hide. Look at that. You running around here shaking African bangos and green and black and all this other shit, and your ass is exposed in London as an emblem of America, not an emblem of Africa. So just keep that thought in your head while this song. I'm gonna give you a few minutes. I'm gonna play this song again, and then I'm gonna pull the slides up because I need a little minute to make sure I got everything all set. So here we go. Just listen to this one little time, and I'll be ready to do the slides because I got to do something.
Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. Yeah. Conscious. Matic. Alright, so far away I come from. I sit and wonder about the times that it made sense. But nowadays I don't worry about what's past tense. My younger days I used to hang around with mad friends. If we just fell out, I don't really know what happened. A lot of people come around and keep you stagnant, distraction. So yeah, don't show them no compassion. We was really out here grinding, really rapping, stacking them Franklins, them Grants and them Jacksons. Imagine if we would've never chased our passion. We probably would've never knew what happened. They was all just talk, we showed action. Once they leave, don't you let them back in. Just pack up all their stuff and send them packing. I'm blacking on anybody thinking they could act up with me. This vibe ain't for free, cause where I'm at in life, I'm only focused on me. Note the self, know yourself, focus on your health. They don't wanna help, then fuck it, do it by yourself. Don't give them no excuse to put you on the shelf. If it's me, myself, and I, then it's no one else. Yeah. Self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself.
Yeah, practice what you preaching, but clearly they not practicing entitlement and pride. Yeah, those two things they factor in. Spiral out of control just from all the bantering. When they accustomed to talking behind your back with all that chattering, I remove myself before I abuse myself. Talk about self-love, but you gotta do it yourself. Yeah, I won't act too good for no help. We all healing now. Said some things about me that ain't true. How you feeling now? Even at my lowest, they tried to find a way to bring me down. Big y'all up for years, ain't talking just the brand or the sound. I don't throw things around, I do it from the heart proud. Mama just wanna see her sunshine, removing them dark clouds.
Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love.
Yeah, and that's very true. Self-love is the best love sometimes. On some real shit. So I'm just gonna go straight to the slides. I got them up in there already. Let's go, y'all. Let's talk about these damn wars. Negro wars. And hey, Conwolf and Tony and Smoke, we gotta wake our people up at this point. And I'm gonna talk with Chief about this in Ad Power. Because we got to change our fighting against each other. We do. We got to change our fightings against each other and reverted to waking up to who we are, because we all in this community know. So you want to be an Aboriginal, you want to be an Indian, you fine. But we got to let them know by letting them see the former them. And that's why I put up Chief Powhatan, because why is this Negro looking guy a chief of a huge ass nation in Virginia? That has to ring a lot of bells, and it will hit that bloodline. It's but we gotta put it back in our people. We gotta change our arguments and frustrations on these panels. We arguing about things that don't have nothing to do with our history. When it comes to Aboriginals, Indians, whatever the hell you want to call yourself, we're arguing about too many unimportant things. We have to focus. We gotta revert it back. Okay, all right. That's not what the topic is today. It's about waking up these bloodlines. That chief in Virginia is a literal bloodline to a huge amount of people in Virginia. There's a lot of people in Virginia that are they're biracial. I get that. But Chief Powhatan was not no damn biracial. That Negro had an afro like mine when I take off this damn bonnet. Straight up in a badass body. So we gotta show things like that. Like that is like ball buster. Especially if you got a story of 20 goddamn Africans coming to his territory. That should right there tell you that that's some bullshit. So you at the time that you came your ass to Jamestown, that's who the hell was there, Powhatan. So because and see the poison that's in our head is that when you think Chief Powhatan, oh, they're thinking about some white guy with long hair and a damn feather on his head. No, that's not who that was. This shit is not sitting in London in a museum for just ha-has. This shit is on blast. You got to bring the bloodline back and wake it up and let it sting. Chief Powhatan was not rocking no damn dashiki. He was walking around with chains, no shirt, and feathers with a badass body, just like any other hood dude. We still, and you know they was jealous of him. They couldn't stand Chief Powhatan. Just like any hood brother walking around with the gold chains. That's the first thing we want. It's just something about that gold around our neck. And Mr. T, I'm gonna get your ass for this. Talking about with his mohawk. Why you got a mohawk, Mr. T? He just was going on around a little wrong way. I'm sure he got it right now. Come on. You're not even going to bring somebody like Mr. T from Africa in no fucking chains. He'll beat the shit. Picture that, y'all. Picture him bringing Muhammad Ali over here and Joe Frazier and all of them from Africa. That's some bullshit. Them niggas was already here. And Sugar Ray Leonard and Pam Grier. Oh, they ain't come from no damn Africa. We got to really look at our people for who they are and just look at how the descendants act on the panels now. Picture for everybody in our community that's fighting on YouTube, picture some little winky white guys gathering them up and snatching them and bringing them over here from Africa. That's some bullshit. You know the story, some bullshit. It ain't happening. So let's go. Let's just get to it. Okay, share screen. All right, so let's go to the beginning. All right. And today we just going to dive into understanding our ancestors' wars in the damn 1600s. And I already showed you this. This is on blast. And still, it doesn't sink in Dr. Reggie's ass, unless he's Jamaican. It don't sink in his head. Ain't nothing we could do. I gotta find y'all. But for real, this is just literally on blast. The emblem of America did not come. Yo, if you look at her feathers, I personally be wearing my head wraps like that, and my braids hang outside of my head wrap. If you really think about it, look at back at some of my videos. Come on now. All right. So let's keep moving. And like I said, some of these we went over. The chiefs removed their garments and adopted mainstream white society cultures. They came out of their original shit like Chief Pompton and put on them fucking white boy suits. That's where you get your uppity blacks that look down at a lot of their people. I'm not saying OJ Dunn did, but that's where you got that divide. They wanted to change how you are presented in front of your people. Shit, we love Chief Pountain the way he was. I would assume so. Shit. Only thing I don't like about our brothers in the hood is when they wear their pants on the ground. That shit is stupid. But why we got to change to their shit, their way? Fuck out of here, man. And I already read you what the definition of an emblem is. And it's like, why is this emblem in a London museum? An emblem of America, London published February 1st, 1801. A heraldic device or symbolic object as a distinctive badge of a nation, organization, or family. That was an emblem of America, not Africa. And like I'm saying here, if we don't fix this problem, our children will continue to be guided with lies about our history. This the shit we gotta fix. It's not their story. It's our damn story. And this is the shit that we have to argue about on YouTube, on the panels, not against each other, about this broad and this system, this education system, and stealing their fucking lies in our kids' heads. We gotta build our kids' brains up. We gotta sit them home when we home, talk to them, and tell them, no, you're not an African. You didn't come from Africa. You look this wench in the eye and say, excuse me, I'm not African American. I am an Aboriginal, American, whatever you want to say. Just don't say native. Fix it. We got to fix this shit at home. Look at her little eyes and say, no, baby. No, you tell this broad that. And if she say anything to you, you tell me, and I'll be up there to the school. If she want you to respect her as a teacher, she got to respect you as a student. That's how this shit go down. It ain't all about white mainstream society. Fuck that. We need to fix it. And if white people got a problem with that, get the fuck out of our schools from teaching. That's my attitude. And I don't care who don't like it. We got to fix this shit at home. Otherwise, that's why they're running around now and they're allowed to wear dresses now if they want to, or or be a boy. You got to fix shit at home, yo. I don't got nothing against nobody, but we have control over what goes in our child's heads, not them. You know, there was a report that my grandson stabbed his teacher with a pencil. I'm like, well, if he did that, that bitch did something to him because he's only 6. There must have been an evil spirit in her, and he just flipped on the bitch. You 6 years old. And I know that feeling, that negative feeling from a white teacher. I know it. I lived it. Imagine it in the 70s, and you get that feeling. This bitch probably see me on YouTube. And then she took a leave of absence, talking about the trauma of it. Put her in. Oh, bitch, please. You just like the lady that said that little boy Emmett Till rape. Get your ass out of here. I'm speaking my damn Indian language right now, nigga. Straight from the motherfucking Brits. What we speak in our hoods is our Indian language. I'm off the government's plantation right now. So I'm speaking the way I fucking speak in my hood, nigga. You're getting it right now. White folks don't understand this type of language. You got to change and talk the way they talk in their corporation. So I'm speaking it now. Naga. What up, nigga? Cash God. How about that? This is the language I'm speaking right now, Naga. I can't speak this Indian language in corporate office because it's not accepted. I can't say what I want to say. And the white man's corporate world, get your ass on up out of here, Naga. I'm speaking my hood. You feel me? White man don't like that. I can't go sit in a table full of white corporate men in a business meeting like I do on a daily basis and say, what up, y'all fools? That's Indian language. You got it? They don't understand that shit. They be like, excuse me. Beth called me a fool. As a matter of fact, let me stop this shit. Because, see, you done edged my nerve. You just edged my nerve. Speak my Indian language. All right. Me at work, like I just got out today, I coordinate the meetings and I sit in them at my desk in the meeting room. I can't walk up in that bitch on the plantation, on the government's plantation, and say, what up, y'all fools? What up, fool? What up, fool? That's Indian language. That's the talk they don't like. Where you at, yo? Joe, where you at, bro? Yo, where you at? They'll bring my ass straight to HR. Beth called us fools. She called all of us a fool. She came in the meeting and said, what up, fools? What up? I felt threatened by that because we speak a language they don't like. That's Indian language. That's the type of talk they don't like. That's the type of talk that mainstream white society created the public school system so we can talk like them. See, I can't comfortably get up and go in corporate and say, yo, what up, Joe? Man, you a fool. Get out of here. The shit we do on YouTube, I can't do that because they're going to call me up. Beth called us fools. I felt very insulted and threatened. And I think she should be disciplined. Can't use Indian language. Now you get it? I hope so. Stupid. Let's go, y'all. Back to this. From the beginning. All right. So we got to fix it, y'all. We got to fix what they're putting in our children's heads in the damn school system. I go to your Christian church, but no, I am not no damn African. Y'all got Africans that y'all deal with. They over here now. But nah, that ain't us. I'm the emblem of America. That's probably why teachers look at us and white women look at us like that. Maybe that's why, because they see our fucking emblem. They know who the emblem of America is. And then what they do, they went and made one of them. They changed it like they always do. Ain't nothing more beautiful than the original emblem of America. You can't take that from us. Remember, we're bloodline emblems. Bloodline emblems. You seen the chief and you seen the emblem. Get over it. This is why they hate you. Because you are the original emblem. This is the most important shit that you got to understand about our history. When a sister get that hated look, when they turn red and look at you and you wonder why they are red, because you're the original fucking emblem in their museum in London, England, where they ass came from off the Plymouth Rock. That's the most important shit that you need to be talking about. And that little emblem is what you should be showing your little daughters and sons. You need to be showing them the statue of Chief Powhatan and the emblem of America. Hello. That's what we do. Matter of fact, print that damn emblem out and that picture of Chief Powhatan out and put it as a book cover for their school books. Ha! That'll get their ass boiling. Remember how we used to make book covers for our books in school with the brown paper bags? Print those pictures out and make some damn book covers for your kids' book covers in school. They can be like, oh, what is this? And then you tell that bitch, oh, it's the emblem of America. Shit like that. That'll work. That's how it'll work. Salute, Mama Chief. Here we go. Let's go, y'all. Now, this here, I showed you this before, is the 1625 map of Connecticut. All right. The area I'm in. You got the Pawgussets, which is big as hell. And I already showed you who the chiefs of Pawgussets was. They was on my damn panel. And their little half white sister wanted to change shit. But her ass is going to be served. You just watch. I'm just waiting. It's only a matter of fucking time. Her ass going to be served correctly. She don't like the fact that her dark brothers, if they are her brothers, because she don't look shit like that man. And this little devil right here, well, I know who this is. This little racist rat, Walter Plecker. So I was doing some digging, and y'all know I did Walter Plecker's genealogy. Okay, so this is the 1870 census of Walter Ashby Plecker. His mother and father, his dad was Jacob Plecker and his mother was Frances. And funny shit, they had black people living in they had little neighbors. They had a black, let me see. They had a black domestic servant to help them out. Walter Plecker. Look at the census sheet. Her name was Delia. And she came over. You know how they do. A lot of West Indians do this kind of work. A lot of our people, period, come over and help the family out. She was 23 years old and she was black. Oh, get your motherfucking laugh off. And his family lived next door to black people. Ain't that funny? They're next door neighbors. Because Walter Plecker's family lived in number 476. And their black neighbors were number 477. And this is in 1870. They're next door neighbors. Make that make sense. Y'all see this? Give me a 1. Now we know Walter Plecker lived next door to some Negroes in 1870. Give me a 1 if y'all see this. Now, in the 1900s, they didn't even own a house. Walter and his wife at this time, they didn't own a house. They was renting in the 1900s. Right here, it says rent. So they go Walter, his wife Kathy, and his son-in-law, brother-in-law, and they had a boarder. The boarder was from Ireland. And his brother and sister-in-law, they asses was from Turkey. Their father was from Turkey. That's how these foreigners was getting in, and his asses was renting. Walter Plecker. And they had a boarder in there from Ireland. Now look at this. This is Plecker owned a home in 1910, finally. And house married couples. All of them was married couples from Germany. I just wanted to put it up so you could see. They go Walt and Kate, his wife, and then they had all these boarders. But they were married couples. See? These were individual boarders. And then Edward Nowell, who was 39, and his wife, 33, they were boarders. These were people from Germany. And let me see, 1, 2, 3, 3 married couples, plus him and his wife makes 4, and then 5, 6. All these people lived in Walter Placker's house in 1910. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see that shit? It was 4 married. Let me see. 1 married couple here. 1, 2, 3, 4 married couples. So the land that the Pleckers squatted in was occupied by the Shenandoah, occupying the Shenandoah Valley in the long period prior to the arrival of English settlements, include the Iroquois, also called the Six Nations, and Shawnee Nations, as well as the Catawba and Cherokee Nations of the South, and the Delaware and Susquehannock Nations of the North. Now, hold up. Before I go any further, I want to do a share screen. Hang on, y'all. I was looking and hunting. So let me pull this up. Ooh. I'm gonna go back to the what do you call it? I'm pulling up because I would just be looking. I'd be like this little funky dude. All right, I went ham on Walter Plecker's butt. Let me see. I need to do a share screen again. Hang on, y'all. Here we go. So, here go a little funny racist man. Walter. He was his little butt. I didn't realize he was born in 1861 and died in 1947. I even looked at his death certificate. It says it was by an accident. You know what happened to him? Probably one of the damn Indians ran his ass over. Um, so there's Walter and his wife Kate. I showed you the census sheet. And then his mother and father, Jacob and Francis. And I went ham. I just went ham on his side. I did his side. And they go Jacob and Elizabeth, their mom. This is back to 1790. And then 1761, Adam and Barbara. It just goes all the way back. I went all the way back to 1730 with his ass. I didn't need to go any further. And then on his dad's side, his great, what is this? His dad's side, I went back. Look at that. Peter Bletcher, Elizabeth Hauser. Now, look, check this out. Because in Dutch language, Blacher, I read about that. Plecker, this is the American way to pronounce it. And this is the douche way to pronounce it. I found all that out just by reading it. Look at Durenberger. It goes all the way back to the 1600s. Look, there's something else that popped up all the way back. John Durenberger. You start getting to his German side and shit. Let me see. 1727, Anna Marie Matheson. I went ham on him. Blacker, Packer. They was pronouncing it. And, Chief Holiday was right when he said that when these damn people brought their asses over here, they was not speaking our language. So if they're speaking all this German and all this other shit, like he said, and that is the truth. It's right there. And you go pull up his history and read about the Dutch pronunciation of plekker, doucheland, or whatever you call it. So Chief was right when he said about, look, they weren't speaking that shit when the motherfuckers came over here. We had to teach them how we speak. But when I walk up in corporate office, I can't say, yo, dogs, what up? Because they're going to literally think that I'm calling them dogs. I'll get written up. Bethy came really in the meeting and called us dogs. I felt threatened. I felt humiliated. She called us dogs. Because they don't understand that's Indian language. Cash, sit your asses out there. Let's keep going, y'all. Let me get back to it. All right, so we right here from the beginning. Let's just get there. We don't went over this. We went over his little stinking census sheets. All right. I don't we already went through, who the Master Tucket Pequot chief is. It's Rodney right here, Rodney Butler on the left. He's the current chief of Foxwoods. The little cute one on the left. He's adorable. Okay. Now, I want to talk about the Pequot War. You see this picture right here, you guys. Look at it. And I'm going to give you more on it. Now, I want you to pay attention to this war, okay? And I did the Pequot War, and also I did the war that took place in South Carolina. So you can see they did the same thing to us at the same times. There was Negroes, and you're going to see that in a minute. But let's do the Mashantucket Pequots so you could get the story in your head about these colonizers here in the North. And the same motherfuckers came in the South and did the same thing with Negro Indians. I keep telling y'all got to learn. This was in 1637. The Mashantucket Pequots are descendants of the historic Pequot tribe and Algonquin-speaking people who dominated the coastal area from the Niantic River of Connecticut east to the Pawcatuck River, which forms a border with Rhode Island, and south to Long Island Sound. A second descendant group is the Eastern Pequot Tribal Nation, which is not recognized by the federal government. During the colonial years, colonists recorded intertribal warfare, shifts in boundaries, and changes in power among the tribes. Scholars believe, this is what they believe, now I'm not saying this to be true, that the Pequots migrated from the upper Hudson River Valley into central and eastern Connecticut around the 1500s. William Hubbard wrote Narrative of the Troubles with the Indians in New England in 1667. New England is where I am. To explore the ferocity with which the Pequot tribe had attacked the colonists. He described them as invaders from the interior of the continent who by force seized upon one of the places near the sea and became terror to all their neighbors. Contemporary scholars suggest that archaeological, linguistic, and documentary evidence show that the Pequots were indigenous for centuries in the Connecticut Valley before the arrival of settlers. You're damn right. By the time that Plymouth Colony and the Massachusetts Bay Colony were being established, the Pequots had established military dominance among Indian tribes in central and eastern Connecticut. They numbered some 16,000 in the most densely inhabited portion of southern New England. The smallpox epidemics, whatever, the seed thing, whatever, of 1616, 1619, killed roughly 90% of the Indians of the eastern coast of New England. Yeah, fucking right. Stop it. But it failed to reach the Pequot. Okay, so it killed all these Indians, 90%, but it didn't touch the Niantic and Narragansett tribes. You know what? Some bullshit, y'all. And this assisted the Pequots in their rise to dominance. But the Massachusetts smallpox epidemic in 1633 devastated the region's Indian population, and historians estimate that the Pequots suffered the loss of 80% of their entire population. That's bullshit, too. By the outbreak of the Pequot War in 1637, their numbers may have been reduced to about 3,000 in total. Bullshit. All right. Wait a minute, y'all. Oh, where am I? Where did I go? Oh God. So, let me go for the beginning. This damn thing messed up on me. Hang on, y'all. I was, when you're reading something good, they really want to mess with your shit. But I remember where I was, so they could cancel Christmas. All right. So I was right here, where it said 3,000 in total. I left off right there. In 1637, Connecticut and Massachusetts Bay colonies overwhelmed the Pequots during the Pequot War. This followed the Indians' attack on Wethersfield, Connecticut, that left several settlers dead. They was whooping ass, them Pequots. The military force of the two colonies was led by John Mason and John Underhill, and they launched an assault on the Pequot stronghold at Mystic, Connecticut, killing a significant portion of the Pequot population. Bullshit. The colonists enslaved some of the surviving Pequots. So you that is probably one of the most important sentences that I just read. The colonists enslaved some of the surviving Pequots. Yeah, you did. That's what they did where they went on these damn land masses. After they took power over them, they enslaved them. So that story about coming from Africa is some inserted bullshit. We went and they enslaved. Listen, let's just keep going. The colonists enslaved some of the surviving Pequots, sending some to the West Indies as labor on sugarcane plantations, putting others to indentured servitude as household servants in New England. Damn it. Most of the survivors, however, were transferred to the Mohegan and Narragansett tribes. That's who enslaved the rest of them. So they took them down. The Pequots wasn't no fucking joke. There's a bunch of niggas. Just picture all the brothers that's on the YouTube channels. Y'all was the Pequots. I'm just saying that for ha-has. And they got sick of y'all niggas and just said, you know what? Let's take these motherfuckers out. I'm sick of them. You got to see shit for what it is. A few Pequots returned to the reservation years later, and they intermarried with the colonists. Yep, they did that shit. Many of the Pequots' descendants, while multiracial, retained a sense of culture and continuity. Now, you've seen what these funky colonizers did. Yo, 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 yo. Listen to this shit. Now, the Yamasee War was in 1715 to 1716. There wasn't even a fucking state of South Carolina yet. So you know who was occupying Carolina, Charleston, all that. We were literally occupying our land masses. This is this fucked up shit. When you're reading this stuff that they forget to cover up. They try, but it don't work. Shit don't work. Now we going into the Yamasee War. We remember the Pequot War, what they did to the damn Indians. Because now Rodney Butler is now back the chief after all them years from the 1600s. Now he chief again, a real Pequot descendant. In British American colonial history, conflict between Indians, mainly Yamasee. Because y'all know what? I'm telling you, Tayshawn Shannon ass was in South Carolina. He wasn't taking no shit. He was mainly the Yamasee. He wasn't taking no shit down there in South Kakalaki. Again, in British American colonial history, conflict between Indians, mainly Yamasee, we talking South Kakalaki, and British colonists in the southeastern area of South Carolina, resulting in the collapse of Indian power. Yeah. And in that area. Embittered by settlers' encroachment on their land and by unresolved grievances arising from the fur trade, a group of Yamasees rose and killed 90 white traders and their families. Tayshawn did this shit. Here's the South Kakalaki. A group of Yamasees rose and killed 90 white traders and their families on April 15, 1715. Because it wasn't no fucking state at all. We in 1715. All the surrounding Indian tribes, except the Cherokee and the Lower Creek, eventually allied themselves with Yamasee bands that continued to raid trading posts and plantations. Yo, we was doing stick-up shit back then. Y'all ancestors was stick-up kids, yo. I ain't even lying. Our ancestors was stick-up kids because they was raided. That's what they saying what them niggas did. Look, look, y'all. All the surrounding Indian tribes, except the Cherokee and the Lower Creek, eventually allied. They got themselves together with the Yamasee bands that continued to raid trading posts and plantations. Niggas was robbing your ancestors. Yeah, we was robbing shit back then, just like we doing today. That's why they enslaved us, put us in jail. When I say enslaved, at this point, the conspiracy disintegrated. However, when South Carolinian military resistance was strengthened by additional troops from neighboring colonies and war supplies from New England. So the North sent them shit up there to help them. Because the Yamasee, we was whooping their ass. Tayshawn and them was whooping their ass. Many of the defeated Indians escaped to Florida. Yeah, we did. Joining runaway black slaves. Don't even try it. You can't fix it now. It's too late. Many of the defeated Indians escaped to Florida, joining runaway black slaves and the other Indians to form what later were called the Seminole. Nigga, the Yamasees, we ran, okay, and we went back to Florida because that's where we originally came from anyway. To keep it real. And us wild ass niggas, we formed another posse and became the Seminole. Now, I don't need to go through this, but we already went through this. This is in 1775. Ain't nothing out there but Negroes, and white British boys fighting. Not these little poo-poo linglings over here on the right. I ain't having it. Their ass is not in there fighting. Those are Negroes fighting against colonizers. Again, South Carolina. Now we got South Carolina in 1861. Now it was a state, and you're going to find out when it's a state. This is when they came in, when their armies got strengthened, when our own people from the North helped them and sent them weapons. And look at the destruction of South Carolina on the left. None of these woo-woo lulus on the right were in South Carolina during this shit. Them motherfuckers have been running their ass off. They were still in China and Asia some damn where. Keeping it real. Know who these Indians are in South Carolina. This is South Kakalaki. They'd be scared of shitting on themselves if they got to walk down the street by the wild ass Yamasee crazy ass nigga Indians. They wouldn't dare. Shit, they won't even walk down a hood strip now. And again, more South Carolina being destroyed during war. And same year, none of these little winglings over here on the right is sitting down here. Why aren't any of them walking around like these little Negro Indian Seminoles right here, Yamasees? Don't play with me. I'm not playing. None of them are, they're still where they are in their country. Asia, wherever it is. China, I don't know. They are not in this picture. These are Yamasees and South and all that, all over there. These are the wild Indians. And I'm not going to keep saying it no more. And y'all know what he did. We already talked about him denouncing the doctrine of discovery. So since he denounced this shit, we have to remember to teach our children the truth. And I'm just saying, I didn't want to make this a long segment, but I want us to start thinking logically. All right? It's fine if you went and became a Moor or a Jew, a Hebrew Israelite, whatever you call yourself today, a Christian, a Jehovah's Witness. Just understand that that's a religion and not a race. Identity. We went off our ways and forgot about our past. We need to bring it back. And You can still be a Jehovah's Witness and all that other good stuff. Just remember, you're not going to get cross-minded and say, oh, I'm from Africa. No, that's what's fucking you up. The shit you believing in your religion. Get out of that for a minute. Step out for a minute. Remember who you were and why the emblem of America is a lady that looked like Beyonce and Pam Grier. That's all I'm saying. Continue to practice your religions. That's fine. Practice them. Be a Muslim. Be all that. Just step out for 1 second. Look at the emblem and Chief Powhatan. And remember, okay, they're not wearing dashikis or carrying Bibles. All right? That's all I'm saying. That should wake you up and say, okay, I went and got into this. All right, cool. All right? So I'll put my little music on. And, oh, in case everybody was not in here when I was showing, I'm going to show it again. Let me get this shit up. Because, like I said, I be busy. Where is it? Because our doors are going to be closing soon. I already see it. A lot of people went to our site when we opened our doors. There's 79 right here. That's what I always get, a notification and an update on everybody that enters, want to enter or sign up on our list. And all these people signed up to be members of Wire Nation North. I'm not playing. This is why I said I don't need nobody's damn platform to get an agenda. I have my own shit over here. I just enjoy going to other channels. I don't even talk about my tribe when I get in the other chat rooms. I be too busy having fun on what they're teaching. But just know I'm still doing my work behind the scenes. I just don't put it out there. And it would be nice if you build one too. Don't worry about me. All right? I unsubscribe from some people because I'm just not going to fuck with them. No, once you burn me, I'm done. I'm done. Serious. I'm almost sorry that I help people. Some people. For real. But I love y'all. I'm going to open up my panel for open topics. You can pop up here after this song. If nobody is on the panel, let me put my little thingy in here. Paste. All right. There you go. There's my link. No, do I need to go and pin it to the top? Yeah, I probably do. All right, let me pin this up to the top so I don't have to do this shit later. So I'm going to give you a few minutes and I'll play this song. After the song, if nobody don't hit the thing, the link to come up to, just talk about this. I'm just going to kindly get off. But please, while you're watching, at least hit the like button. So I'll give you a few minutes to get up here. Here we go. Boing, boing, boing. Play my little favorite little song. It means a lot and it says a lot. So here we go. I'll give you, after this song, I'm going to log off if you ain't coming up.
Just let it go and make the best of it. Love you. Yeah. Conscious. Matic. Alright, so far where I come from. I sit and wonder about the times that it made sense. But nowadays I don't worry about what's past tense. My younger days I used to hang around with mad friends. If we just fell out, I don't really know what happened. A lot of people come around and keep you stagnant, distraction. So you don't show them no compassion. We was really out here grinding, really rapping, stacking them Franklins, them Grants and them Jacksons. Imagine if we would've never chased our passion. We probably would've never knew what happened. They was all just talk, we showed action. Once they leave, don't you let them back in. Just pack up all their stuff and send them packing. I'm blacking on anybody thinking they could act up with me. This vibe ain't for free, cause where I'm at in life, I'm only focused on me. Note the self, know yourself, focus on your health. They don't wanna help, then fuck it, do it by yourself. Don't give them no excuse to put you on the shelf. If it's me, myself, and I, then it's no one else. Yeah. Self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself.
Yeah, practice what you preaching, but clearly they not practicing entitlement and pride. Yeah, those two things they factor in. Spiral out of control just from all the bantering. When they accustomed to talking behind your back with all that chattering. I remove myself before I abuse myself. Talk about self-love, but you gotta do it yourself. Yeah, I won't act too good for no help. We all healing now. Said some things about me that ain't true. How you feeling now? Even at my lowest, they tried to find a way to bring me down. Big y'all up for years, ain't talking just the brand or the sound. I don't throw things around, I do it from the heart proud. Mama just wanna see her sunshine, removing them dark clouds.
Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up.
Hey, DJ.
Hey, now I got you.
Oh, yeah, I
How
was
you
just
doing,
playing it
Chief
until
Bethy?
somebody got up. I'm good, love.
Good.
How are you?
Outstanding.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was, talking about, the fact that it's just mind boggling that, you know, Chief Powhatan, how they're saying that he was paramount chief of the come on, I'm reading this literally, or Tidewater, Virginia, in the late 1500s and early 1600s. And they're
Uh-huh.
saying during his lifetime, he was responsible for uniting dozens of tribes into a
Mm-hmm.
single powerful alliance. He was the highest authority in the region when English colonists arrived and built Jamestown Fort in 1607.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
this dude got a hair like mine. That obviously is a Negro and not a African. And he was there when they brought these so-called phony 20 Africans to Jamestown, Virginia. Can you please explain? I mean, we need to get this
Yeah.
in our people's heads.
Yeah,
Just
we
step out
had
of your Christian Bible for a minute,
we
because
yeah, we had our
we
own kings here. We had His Majesty George Washington of Bridgeport, Connecticut. We had
my hometown.
yeah, I mean we had look, George Washington was not only was he a nigga, but he was an Ulster Scot who was annexed with my kin when King George split from the royal house of Alpin and created that monstrosity over there called England. All he aspired to in life was to take over the slave operation of Queen Elizabeth I, daughter of the Winter Queen. Well, actually, no, excuse me. She wasn't daughter. She was niece to the Winter Queen, daughter of Anne of Boleyn. But,
Mm,
my kin were over here in Maryland, in Arundel County, aka Queen Anne's County, aka Coup de Grace, or the Home of Grace. So, Amazing Grace is about our Ulster Scot kin going over and saving the Scottish and the Irish. We were part of the old Franco-Scottish alliance. The home of the true Scottish is in Florida, in Temuco country. It's called the Pithlichascotee River, which if you do your own translation, you find it means the spine of the Scotee. As in, Star Wars. Beam me up, Scotty. So my Clan MacLeod, or Clan MacLeod, or Clan MacLeon, same thing. You always hear about the British king having his mothers handle things because this is always the way things were done.
mm,
I mean, I've already traced my lineage back all the way, ironically, to Ukraine when we left Watson's Break and found our way into Europe as the Cimmerians. So the Cimmerians, the Seminoles, the Sumerians, same people. The Yamnaya migration through Europe, what they like to call the Huns or the Hara or the Mongols or the mongrels, whatever they like to call. We were all over the world. Tartary is part of the empire, Scotland and Ireland, not England. Those are the sellouts that turned our global plantation, or should I say nurseries, our global nurseries into plantations.
Mm.
King James is the wicked, twisted fuck that came up with the concept of the 99-year land lease and was digging up the corpses of my kin in Ulster, but also in County Moray. I mean, it's even been changed, but I know where my castles are, and I know where my shit is over there and over here, and I know about our alliance. Every flag that has the X or the wheel was part of our empire, and it was global, and it was a agrarian empire. It was not a capitalistic empire, purely agrarian.
Mm.
Your wealth was determined on how well you worked your land, not how much you thought you owned. No one owned it. No one can own it. It's against the law. It's against the mandate of the first Khans. And the first king of the British Isles was King Khan. That's why they give you the King Kong movie.
Mm.
Also, I'm
Mm.
a
Mm. Mm.
MacLeod, so Highlander would be about me. And any
Mm.
of us that
Mm.
are
Mm.
from the Scott clan. The Border clans, also known as the home of the 12 demons, or the Ku Sith in our original tongue, which means hounds of hell, as in the Roman slogan, cry havoc and leash the hounds of war. That's the Ku Sith. That's us. It's not Scotland. It's Camelot or Caledon or Caledonia, whatever you want to call it. But they're descendants of the Cimmerians who became the Spartans after taking over Urtu, which was modern day Lebanon, so to speak,
Mm.
becoming the Byzantine, then becoming the Spartan, then and the Trojans, then becoming the Greek and the Roman, or just the Hellenistic cultures before the invention of Cyrillic script and the invention of the so-called Roman and Roman law. Which, by the way, those writings are called pistolas, which is where you get the etymological root of a pistol.
Mm. But I just really want to get back and focus on this Negro standing up here with a crown on, because I'm not being racist, but white people hate to see this shit.
Well, that's because it's telling all of their fairy tales as one true story from here.
They can't stand the and they hate it. Now I cam up in a minute. This nigga ain't rocking no dashiki, and he don't look African. I mean,
No, and
literally,
he's wearing
they're
a kilt.
telling you, and they're telling you that he was the chief in Virginia when they
Yeah.
came.
Well,
He
chief in
was even
French is
chief
chef,
when they
and in
came in.
English it would be
But I'm
king.
just saying, he was here when the supposedly 20 Africans came here on slave ships. So
Oh,
you got
you
this
mean you
Negro
mean
who's
you
a
mean
chief.
Canaries? They were Canaries from the Canary Islands who were
Yeah.
enslaved by Queen
That's why I
Elizabeth
said
and then
they ain't
brought
no
over
damn
here.
Africans. How they
No,
Africans with Spanish
no.
last names?
Those are Ulstermen. Most of them people in Africa are actually our kin,
When
spread
them
out and
when they came
annexed.
when they asses came here in Jamestown, they was greeted by a Negro. They was
Hmm.
greeted by Pookie's granddaddy.
It's the same as the fucking Squanto story, Chief. It's
This
just
shit
all
is
allegories
crazy.
of the same shit.
Well, I can tell you what an African look like in a minute. Hang on. Let me pull it up. Kid Green, because they mad. Ooh, this burns they ass up. Ooh, it makes them so mad. Oh, it makes them so mad. And I love to make them mad.
I mean, they
Let me
told you in Treasure Island, woe betide the man what wears the black spot.
there's your two Africans on the left, right there, next to Jesse Jackson's dumbass in the middle. And there's the Africans. Chief Powhatan do not look shit like those dudes on the right.
No.
He don't look nothing like the two African dudes. That's what an African look like, Kid Grebo. Yo, people.
Lifestyles have changed way too
Chief
much, along with
Powhatan.
diets.
However, he do look like Jesse Jackson.
A little bit, yeah.
There you go.
I mean,
There's
not
the
that I'm
difference
a
right
proponent
there.
of lookership, but yeah.
And
I
you
mean,
can also, let's put him back
Johann
up
Friedrich
here.
Johann Friedrich Blumenbach even pointed this out, that there's only two types of Negroes. There's Negroes and Negroids. There's Caucasians and Caucasoids. So an oid is somebody that traveled away.
And also, Kid Grebo, with Chief Powhatan having my nose, because I damn sure don't got no nose and features like no African, and neither do my big mama, my granny. My granny don't look shit like an African. Now, big mama got her rollers. Now let's get back to the real deal. And this is the shit y'all hate. Now, let's go why white women hate us. Because when they see us, it disgusts them. Because in England, London, there's an emblem. And who the hell she look like? Me
The Queen of
or that
the,
funny
the Queen
shit?
of England. Yeah, she looks like you. But I mean, that's the thing. That's the whole
This is
point of
the
the
emblem of America. This is a copper color woman. That's how we look here in North America.
Mm-hmm.
America is not in England, London. This emblem of America in London, this is what's hanging up. This
Also,
was the emblem of America, not England, not London. This is how we look here during that time. And this is what white women hate. When you see this.
do you
And
know
I'm gonna
about
leave it there.
do you know
Which
about
explains why I'm not done, honey.
go ahead.
Why they are the tribal council of Foxwoods. Foxwoods.
Mm-hmm.
Foxwoods. There's the chief on the left. I'm going to do that shit again. Currently, Foxwoods Chief Casino. Currently, Tribal Council, Foxwoods Casino. Currently, Foxwoods Casino Tribal Council. Same shit, different time. Now, as you were saying, we're talking about North America. I'm not talking about no England.
Firstly, one of those women you just showed me is a relative of mine through the Aquila and Lee houses. Secondly, notice that bow she's carrying. That is a textbook Iroquois bow that no one ever figured out the double recurve, decurve design of. And notice the size of her arrow. Because we were such prolific archers that we were invisible to the enemy, and one arrow made of cane or reed from a river could cut an entire horse's leg off. That's how massively powerful our bows were here. You understand? We could shoot a man through his steel shield and his steel armor, and the arrow would go right out his backside. Clean exit wound. You understand? These people couldn't even pull our bows when they got over here. They were dumbfounded. Not to mention that Powhatan was about, what was he, about 10 and a half, almost 11 feet tall. The chiefs always were big people. So this woman we're looking at, she's got to be at least 8 or 9 feet, like my grandmother who was 7 and a half.
Yeah, I'm looking at her feet in them sandals. Damn.
Well, there's your Roman style. There's your toga and everything. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Understand.
It's
Hi.
like, it's all
Hi,
just,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah. See, all this narratives have to do in language, going whatever you might call Africa, whatever it is, it's all in the linguistic apartheid. I just call it linguistic apartheid.
Well put.
Yeah, and what I want to acknowledge that the native has always been where they've always been at, and you've
not
always
native,
been on
Aboriginal.
your land.
Not native. Native is different from Aboriginal.
Aboriginals. Okay, I take that language back. You see, again, you see that's the trickery in the
Yeah.
language. You see, it's
Trickery.
all
Yeah,
linguistic game. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it
like
is because we don't know the right words, and that was the whole point all along. You can't
right.
disambiguate people and then disenfranchise them without disambiguating the entire world, meaning creating colorism through the invention of Cyrillic script and the Medici plot to turn every golden soul into a golden guinea.
Hmm,
Pax
Mm.
Romanus.
hmm,
You know, it was Fersilio Machino, hired by the Medici families, that reinvented biblical Latin or
hmm.
resurrected Latin, reinvented Spartan or invented modern day Greek, and
Hmm.
the practice of Grecians in school, where you learn all of these Greek fraternity. They're Grecians. I mean,
Right,
it
right.
started
It's
in
all it's
England
all in
with the
linguistic
Navy.
apartheid. You know, and the
Yeah,
linguist
they.
side, the linguistic apartheid. And so some
Mm-hmm.
language we use unconsciously, not even knowing what it is. You know, it's a
Mm-hmm.
spell.
It is. It's
Yeah, it's all
straight up.
embedded in it, and yeah, and that takes your misnomer, and that takes your identity, and that linguistic apartheid is used, to overtake your identity.
Mm-hmm.
We
Right.
just alter the language. Yeah, I'm not
Fact.
English. I'm not Ish. I'm not English. No, I'm
Yep.
straight Yoruba. I'm a Yoruba
S-
indigenous, right? I'm
See,
in the Yoruba land. Yeah.
like
Mm.
they call it Scotland over there, and they call the people that live there Scots, but that's my family clan, and we didn't
Hmm.
call ourselves Scots.
Right.
Exactly.
You
You
know, we had our own word for it. You know, it was
this is
either.
why when they
Hmm.
look at you, when foreigners look at you, okay, this is always going to be my motto and my example. This is Pookie and Ray Ray, and white stream main society see them as the degraded hood rats, no good, feeble-minded dummies. When in fact, when they see you, this is who they see because they
Mm-hmm.
know who you are. When they see Pookie and Ray Ray, this is who they see.
Hmm.
And it bothers them because this is hanging up in their country of London's museum. This is all over the damn world.
Mm-hmm.
So when they see
Hmm.
us, this is who they see.
Hmm.
That's why they'll never like you or never want you a part of them because this is who they see when they see. When they look at us, their heads and their blood goes all the way back to this dude and her.
Yep.
When you grow up and you're an adult and you're a white kid and you learn what your fucking ancestors did, you're angry because you don't want to come out and say what the fuck your ancestors did. It makes you angry because they're angry with their parents. Why did you do that to them? Why? You know this is them. They're up in our museums.
Hey,
They're in our
Bethy,
museums.
you know who that is? That's Queen Kofa Tachiki.
This is the American emblem of America. This is how we look. These are our people. This is Pookie and Ray Ray and Low Man. This is Sister Bethy and all the copper colored sisters across this landmass.
The Matrone, the women
We
that
are
grant
we
wishes.
when they see us, we're the emblem. This is why niggas are not allowed to get anything, and mostly everything is for the foreigner when they come over here. This is
Hmm.
why.
Well, listen, the Matrone were the three mothers, or the impetus for the creation of the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. They replaced the three goddesses who were always elected by the people, and they granted wishes. Say you had a family dispute and you wished it ended, well, you wrote a note to the Matrone and left it in the temple. And if your wish was granted, you made a plaque or a placard somewhere in the world, and you signed the plaque with X to demonstrate humility and gratitude. This is the Pelagianism religion that Mother's Day originates from. It was the tradition called the mothering, where everyone
Mm.
went on a pilgrimage back to their hometown and paid homage to their mothers, to their last three mothers, their mother, their grandmother, and their great grams. Because you were not a whole person if you didn't know at least three generations, where they were from, what they had been doing, and what your purpose was in this place.
And that's what it goes
Facts.
back to the culture of the people. It's
Mm-hmm.
always culture.
Yeah.
You go to people to the culture. It's not actually embedded in the game. Going back to the heathens and linguistic apartheid, you don't recognize people like that. You recognize people that with the indigenous culture lineage. That's how you actually approach. Again, it goes back to the linguistic apartheid,
Mm-hmm.
and it's actually used worldwide.
Pookie and Ray
It
Ray
goes beyond
style.
America. Yeah.
Pookie and Ray Ray style in our hoods is still like this. And that's
It's
why I have respect for Pookie and Ray Ray, because they still dress like this as drug dealers. They got their gold chains on and they got their white wife beaters on with their gold. They still have that in their bloodline. And this is what Paleface hates about Pookie and Ray Ray. They hate it because this is who they see. When they see Pookie and Ray Ray, this is who they see.
mm-hmm.
This is who they see.
The
They know
emperor
what
wears no
they
clothes,
know what
remember?
time it is. They know what time it is. They know what time it is. They know what time it is. I don't give a damn how you try to white out Pookie and Ray Ray. It ain't happening. Over here on the left, Rodney would pass the paper bag test.
That part.
But you can't wipe them out. You can't, because they're still here. You still can't stand them. And you will always, always see Chief Powington's niggas. That's how you see us. And the white women, I don't give a damn if they don't like it. This is who you see. We're an emblem over in your damn country. And you don't like it. So you made one. You'll never be able to replace the emblem of America. Cancel it. That's all I'm saying. And I'm sticking to it. And I swear for goodness, I'm going to print this out. I swear for goodness. If we don't start this shit from home, it's our fault. You put this picture as your book cover on your kid's book and do this one too. Make this the book cover. Print it out and make it a damn book cover.
I got it on a white flag that hangs outside of my house.
I put it on a book cover for your kids when they go to school. And if the teacher got any smoke, and I mean this shit, I mean it from my heart, man. This shit, it pisses me off so bad. Y'all want to play this bullshit? You want to play this bullshit? We could play. We could play, or we could. But this shit right here has got to stop. It got to stop. This shit right here. We have to take control of this, because this broad will always see the emblem of America. And you're not going to teach her no other way. You're not going to teach her out of her history. Respect it. And if they got questions, you tell your children, call my mother about my book cover. Because I got to keep this in my head to make sure what you teach me is not wiped out from my brain. And that's what the fuck we need to start doing. I'm so angry right now. We got enough stuff to fight out. This is the shit that we need to be fighting about on YouTube, not killing each other.
Agreed.
Instead of letting our kids, our sons grow up and they give them an option. Oh, you can wear a skirt to school if you want. No, God damn it. We got to take over. The line is drawn.
We're the most powerful people.
That's right.
When we unite, we're undefeatable.
Facts. Chief Powington goes on the school book covers. Get the shit right. Trying to wipe shit out. This ain't 1984. For some of y'all, it is. It ain't for me. That's Pastor.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Y'all have any closing statements before I get upset? Because I'm ready to get out of here. I just want this to sink in to our men and women, especially because you're thinking you're from Africa. Why is it that our people can be from anywhere else on this planet except North America? Because Paleface wants you not to understand that when they asses came here, they were greeted by this Negro right here.
Hmm.
And you're not going to change it.
Not to mention, we've built all of these massive monumental cities and civilizations all across the world, sometimes with
Yeah.
their help, usually without.
And that's
Yeah, and
right.
I read where the Yamasees
And
built the town.
Hmm.
yeah. And it's never be a time when where indigenous people ever came across one another in content. They've been trading one another in time immemorial.
Hmm.
It's just again the language of the colonies, the language of the one that dominates is the one that tries to control their narratives. That's what happens.
Yeah, well, when
Even
you destroy a kingdom, you have to erase the nobles and you have to erase their history, otherwise they'll rise up again.
yeah, right, and you put a
Right.
false flag on that. You put a hijack. The British hijack false flag on it, and every state you create, and
Hmm.
merge all the indigenous people all together on the false flag.
Hmm.
You see, that's what happened, and that's what's going on in America, and what's so-called Africa, not basically Africa,
They're
because you can't be named after somebody else.
right.
We can drag that on for a long time. That's a misnomer as well too. Calling yourself an African is a misnomer.
Hmm.
Calling yourself a
You're
self
not
African American is a misnomer.
Scipio Africanus. You're not the
That's right,
African river in
Africanus.
Sparta.
Right, right. That's an insult.
I,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't
that's a
I
bang on your
can't
face.
wait to
Right,
say
yeah. And you look at
I
all the
can't
states. Yes, please.
I can't wait to
And you
set
look
up
at all the
camp here in the
states.
north.
Nigeria, Ethiopia. All these names. See, hey, how they rhyme. See all the linguistic embedded in it. Right. So that's why the more you're more closer to the indigenous, start tying them to the language. It's all in the language. You can't kill the language completely, and that's another thing. You can't kill the culture
Mm-mm.
completely. It might be mutated as time goes on in trade. Yes, we don't know where it starts from. Even though we communicating all this language, just mutated English language among ourselves. Oh, we know English, Jewish,
Hmm.
Hish,
And
and all the states names.
yep,
Look at the symbols and the prefixes and the names encoded. Ethiopia, here, Nigeria, here, Saudi. You see
just
that?
colonies. Those aren't the people.
Colonies, right? Yeah. So it's like so it's more
Yeah.
going in, and it's worldwide. So that's why the engineers are who they are on the land.
And all that shit was started. That fuckery was started by Queen Elizabeth, her bleaching ass,
Right.
and
and then
I
continued. So, if I were to give a closing statement, Sister Bethy, I would say this: know that you are not slaves; that you're the rightful inheritor of all of these nurseries and members of the Plantagenet line or protectors.
Hmm.
The rightful heirs to all of this and that over there, not just in England and Scotland and Wales and Cornwall and Manx and Ireland, Caledon, but also in the Aegean and all throughout Germany and Mecklenburg.
well, if
Because
you're
my
saying all that,
ancestor is Henrietta of
well, if you're saying
Mecklenburg.
all that, if you're saying all that, where the fuck did the white people come from?
They've always been here, Sister Bethy,
Where?
all interspersed in amongst us. They've always
Mm.
been here.
Well, I can't agree with
What's the
that.
greatest trick the devil ever pulled?
Hmm.
Convincing you he
So,
didn't exist. Because if you want someone to
He
hate you,
never convinced me
you
that he didn't exist.
well, he existed, but he wants you to think that he came from some other planet, so you think he's invincible and
I don't think he
indestructible.
came from another planet. I think he came from a peach tree, but I'll
Just
leave
just
that
think
there.
just well, there are those amongst them, but those aren't the originals.
Right.
You get what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah, I do, DJ. I do.
There's inbred individuals and people that have been fucking on things in the dark that don't need to be mentioned everywhere.
Yeah.
right. To trade. Everything's
You
to
know?
trade. We
But
all
here's what
the
I
genus
want to
actually
say.
come in some kind of trade.
I you know, I can't wait to, you know, it's almost time, and I just can't wait. I'm having this blowed up on this big ass poster size. It's bigger than 6 feet tall, of him on it and on display. And will be out here in the north in Connecticut, in the capital, Hartford. And that's exactly where Pookie and Ray Ray is. And I'm displaying this on a big ass poster size, hard piece of paper, as well as this emblem. So they can
Sister,
see this shit. Because they
sister,
don't know. And I got to teach them, and they're going to know. So you should, as people, as our people, get this shit blowed up and go out in our hoods so Pookie and Ray Ray can see this shit. Because then they will literally see, damn, that motherfucker dressed like me. They're going to see this. And they got to understand why they love their attire so much. Because it's in their blood. We
sister,
got to teach this. What's up, DJ?
Hartford, Connecticut is actually Hereford. Hereford,
No,
Connecticut.
it's Hereford. Yeah, I know.
Hereford.
I
But
know.
see, it
I
it,
know, but
it
hold up,
never
DJ.
existed over there.
DJ, hang on, honey. Hang on. I'm really trying to get this out, and I don't want my people to not understand. We need to get this blown up on large posters. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And go out in the hoods so Pookie and Ray Ray can see this kind of shit. Because no one's telling them. And I don't pretty much like to change the topic on my panel because then the audience loses what I'm saying. But this is serious. Blow this shit up on posters. This is real shit. The enemy is not going to like you, and you're going to feel their fucking energy. This is the shit they don't want. They hate the fact that Pookie and Ray Ray is like the way they are. And when Pookie and Ray Ray see this shit and know, oh, yo, the fuck? I'm not wearing no damn dashiki. Wait. Because my grandmother did tell me they're going to remember that shit. My grandmother did tell me I was this. My grandmother did tell me I was that. My grandmother said we was Indians. Yes, this is why. And they're going to see this shit. This is from the 1500s. They're going to be like, damn, all he need is a blunt. And that's me.
1500s. Then start talking about
1500s.
And start talking about that shit in the 60s.
Where these motherfuckers land over here on Plymouth Rock. 1500.
We just land on Plymouth Rock. I mean, Malcolm said it. Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, Plymouth Rock.
Right.
And
maybe I'm not no damn African.
I mean, do you get that? The naming of the state.
All this dude need is a blunt, a fat one, a wood, and there you have Pookie. And when they see this shit, they're going to freak out because a lot of our men in the hoods don't see this shit. Because what's being thrown at them, assalamu alaikum. That shit, not to knock Muslims for where they're believing. That's fine. But now show them who they really the fuck they are. Minus the religion. Just for a minute. Then you could go and put the religion back. Just remind them.
Identity.
I don't give a fuck how I don't give a damn how high Pookie is on the block. When they see this shit, their eyebrows is gonna raise. I'm Big Mama talking. I know you don't like me, and I know you don't like the fact that Pookie's my son and Little Man and Ray Ray. But when they on the block high with they wood, and they see this shit, it's gonna freak them out. Be like, yo, where the fuck you get that from? They're gonna see why they love and stand on the way they dress and their demeanor and the way they are.
That's everything.
I don't have anything else to say.
Respect to our sisters. I'm telling you, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Our sisters got to know this shit. They got to know this. They got to know that they weren't originally no motherfucking $2 hoes trying to get $150 screwing some drug dealer for a pair of gold earrings and a few dollars to get by in a week. They got to know that they were an emblem of America. That they are. They need to know that.
You're queens. You're mothers of kings. Like,
yeah,
are
that's
you
the
kidding
energy
me?
there. Copper.
They need to be
No,
reminded of this. They need to see
you
this
can't be
shit.
you can't be
Because
replicated of anything else. No,
they don't they
don't
because
foresee that.
our
You're the
children
you're the you're the women that
look
start and end wars. You,
our
no one
our
else.
children our children are not shown this in school. This is what's not shown to them. I think if this is shown to them in school, they'll feel a lot more better about themselves and recognize who they are. They're not taught this. They're taught to be lower, the lower person.
Yeah, and but
Blow this shit up.
and it's not accidental. Not accidental neither too. Yeah, it's not accidental. It's all in the linguistic apartheid and all the linguistic and everything, and that you control them.
Blow this shit up on a poster and put it in your house so your kids can see it every day when they wake up.
Right.
This enemy is out here and the enemy is fucking mad. Blow this up, put it up in your house so Pookie and Riri can see this shit every day when they wake up. Because every day they had to see the white bullshit coming up in school. So now put this in your house so they can wake up to this shit every morning and salute their brother.
I remember a quote of his. He said, "Why take by force what could be given freely with love?"
Greed.
Ironically, my
No
family
white
motto
ain't
is
no
ammo, which
ain't
means
ain't
love.
no white politician gonna allow these people to reestablish their big ass tribe and casino if their history wasn't true. Does she look African? Fuck no. She's an
No,
Aboriginal to the Americas.
Aboriginal.
Does she look African? Fuck no. She's an Aboriginal to the Americas. Do Rodney look African? Fuck no. He looks half mulatto, half European, half Negro. That's what he looked like to me. They gonna learn. Because we're gonna be out on the block. And I'm ending my segment right there. I've been on for 2 hours. Hit the like button. I'm out. I don't have anything else to say. I don't no more than I love y'all, and we about to hit the streets, and we sitting real happy now with 150 people joining Wire. We sitting real pretty right now and happy.
Bless
Peace and
up.
blessings.
Of course.
Thanks so much. Thanks.
Reestablishing.
Thank you very
Blessings
much.
to you too. DJ, love you with all your
Love you,
wisdom
sis.
and intelligence, because DJ is very intelligent. Don't sleep him. Don't sleep him, because he's intelligent. Immaculately intelligent.
And I'm just here to teach you the truth. I don't care about cloud. I don't care about any of that. I don't have a channel. I'm just here for y'all. And if I hadn't been that way, I would never have found my family and my history to share with you.
And he's real when he say that.
Yeah,
It's very
yes.
real.
And the reason why I just I don't do this out hard chin is this, my indigenous people as well too. They're going to do the same thing. They're on their land, and they're still thinking otherwise of being Anglo. Unfortunately, they're right on the land and still thinking that they're not on the land.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still speaking the English language of the colonizer on the land, thinking they are, off the colonizer on the land. So that's the reason why I mentioned, yeah.
That's right. That's
My
my
people go
dad.
through the same thing.
And my daddy ain't no
Indigenous.
goddamn African. That's
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Sister Bethy, he looks like he could be one of my uncles.
that's my goddamn daddy. That's a Florida boy with his football neck. My father
I already
was
know.
the man. Drake.
Yep, I already know.
My
Yeah,
daddy.
the
That's my daddy.
The indigenous, yeah.
You're right.
That's indigenous
I
on the
know.
land.
I
Yeah.
look exactly like my father. It's just no hope there.
Yeah, that's the indigenous there. Yeah, it's just so unfortunate. I asked my own ancestors on my homeland. I say, look, you ever heard about being gone? We've been shit down and say, oh no, I know of.
They don't got no shit like that. It's a lie. It's all been a lie.
I asked my sisters, yeah, you ever heard, grandpa, was it true that the Yoruba people actually being saying, oh no, I know of. No, but they came through trade, but our people being taken away down to the America. Oh no.
I know.
Oh no, it's a different narratives. No, no,
Yeah, they lie.
no, no.
If that's the
Yeah,
case, why is there an emblem sitting in London? It's a fucking lie. Y'all gotta wake up. That's why I
Mm-hmm.
can't wait. I
yeah.
can't wait to
It
get.
was all
I can't wait.
all indentured servitude. Some
I
kind of
can't
trade
wait.
was going on.
I can't wait.
Right?
I
That was what it
cannot
was.
wait.
About being snatched, human trafficking, that could happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a
human
covenant. It
trafficking.
was
Yeah,
a it
human
was a
trafficking.
treaty or a
Right,
pact.
right.
I supply
Yeah,
you
some
with
kind of treaty,
10,000
working
pounds of
contract. Yeah,
tobacco, and you supply me with soldiers against the English next winter.
that's right.
And if you don't
Yeah.
supply my soldiers, then your castle belongs to me.
Right.
We had timeshares in Europe. I mean, don't forget Columbus's book and how he met some of our PD people in Ireland and Scotland and England before he came over here, 4 to 7 years before. 7 years before. He met
Yeah,
one of
broken
us in
trade.
Spain 4 years before he got approved, and it was only because of that
I don't even think
Spaniard
he
that he was
existed.
able to get his funding and learn enough to actually get financially backed.
I mean, yeah, and their own narratives back to Sister Better, yeah, in their narratives, it could be about could it be a Bible history? We don't really
Then
know.
don't
Yeah,
forget about Benjamin Franklin's journal, which has been outlawed in, what is it, 13 different states, where he talks about Asia being chiefly tawny or swarthy,
Oh, you're talking about
Europe being
Benjamin
mostly
Franklin's
so, saith
observation
the
of
English.
mankind.
Yep, and America wholly so. So he was already telling you the whole world wasn't nothing but niggas. And until the
back to the IA.
1770s, the rush for Africa with all of the colonization and also the subsequent and simultaneously Dutch and Netherlands and Fries invasion into Asia, creating the Boxer Rebellion in World War I with the kill of the Hun, destroy the Turk. Like those are our ancient empires.
Not be specifically, and that's why they put everything under one umbrella. Africa, Africa, what Africa?
Well, Africa, the furthest back I can trace it, is actually a river in Sparta. The
Right,
Africa River.
but that name itself, it's a word of it's a word of a certain origin. African what? Of certain origin. Oh, the Africanos. I can't buy that.
Canus means dog. Afri means freak, or it means without code, without writing.
It could be dragged off of that. It could be different narratives. They keep dragging and dragging and dragging. It's a word of a certain origin. It's a word of a certain origin. Greek, Latin, Afri, Negro. Now it's a word of a certain origin. If it were of a certain origin, why would you want to bear it?
That part. Well, because it's created. It was created.
Around the world and who they are.
Yeah, they created this shit. The church did. This is their bedtime story.
Right, so it can cost discord, yeah.
Because they worked in conjunction with King James. Who do you think backed him? Like my uncle, the Duke of Montrose, when he found out what was happening in the colonies, how people were being slaved on the family businesses, he cut the financing and sent 11,000 men to America to stop the newly created English from trying to fuck the Americas up, like the Aegean had already been fucked up.
Right. And that's why the names of the indigenous, towns and everything start coming out there. The Dutchers, the Duke and Yak and Yorks and all these places in New York and so-called Nigeria, British West Africa. You get it? And the whole place called Nigeria was a company. British Royal Niger Company. It's a company.
Yep. The United States. What is it?
United States
Trust and Holding Company, and then the United States of America Incorporated Limited Liability and Holding Company, both having a Dun and Bradstreet number.
Exactly.
They're listen. The creation of the fairy tale of slavery is nothing more than the first corporate conglomerate takeover. And the necessary propaganda that comes along with convincing you that in your own land, you're not the original people of every fucking where, and that you're subservient to somebody else who actually was a brown man of your own relations who fucked you over.
Hey,
all this
hold
shit
up.
was invented
Hang on, y'all.
by...
I thought this was very interesting. Hang on, then I'm getting out of here because we're going to keep going. I thought this was very interesting. Look at this. For the first time.
Yeah, I saw that. I love it.
I was like,
finally.
What?
So finally, they took that Dutch girl off the coin.
I said, hold up, wait a minute. Wait a minute, let me move this up.
They call you Hellenes on the other part of the world. That's why the
I'm
Hague
like,
won't deal with
yo.
us without women, because there were women women queens with their own realms and shit with followers. So it's like
I'm
the
like,
Hague doesn't even consider us whole until we're whole with our women. No one does.
1792. A Negro woman. I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wow.
Yep. It was
Even
only
got her
after
braids
King
in
James
her
took
hair.
over that they changed it. You know what I'm saying? Him and the Louis VIII or Leopold VIII invented the French First Legion, or Le Neuf Soeurs, or the Circle of Nine Sisters, which is a perversion of the 9 judges who were chiefs that traveled around the world and held court and settled disputes, kept peace.
Copper Aborigines. I put the link in the chat to where that coin is. You probably have to look into how you could go about getting that. But I'm about to get out of here, y'all. For real. For real,
Bless
for
up.
real.
Peace and blessings,
I
Hawaiian
appreciate
Nations.
y'all joining me. Thank you, sweetheart. And
thank you so
I'm
much.
about to
Thank
get
you.
out of this piece, man. DJ, love you, hun.
Love you. Peace to everybody.
And I'm so out of
Peace
here,
to
pumpkin.
peace to Jay. Thank you.
I'm out, y'all. I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Conscious. Matic. Alright, so far where I come from.
I sit and wonder about the times that it made sense, but nowadays I don't worry about what's past tense. My younger days I used to hang around with mad friends. If we just fell out, I don't really know what happened. A lot of people come around and keep you stagnant, distraction. So you don't show them no compassion. We was really out here grinding, really rapping, stacking them Franklins, them Grants, and them Jacksons. Imagine if we would've never chased our passion. We probably would've never knew what happened. They was all just talk, we showed action. Once they leave, don't you let them back in. Just pack up all their stuff and send them packing. I'm blacking on anybody thinking they could act up with me. This vibe ain't for free, cause where I'm at in life, I'm only focused on me. Note the self, know yourself, focus on your health. They don't wanna help, then fuck it, do it by yourself. Don't give them no excuse to put you on the shelf. If it's me, myself, and I, then it's no one else. Yeah. Self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself. Yeah, practice what you preaching, but clearly they not practicing entitlement and pride. Yeah, those two things they factor in. Spiral out of control just from all the bantering. When they accustomed to talking behind your back with all that chattering, I remove myself before I abuse myself. Talk about self-love, but you gotta do it yourself. Yeah, I won't act too good for no help. We all healing now. Said some things about me that ain't true. How you feeling now? Even at my lowest, they tried to find a way to bring me down. Big y'all up for years, ain't talking just the brand or the sound. I don't throw things around, I do it from the heart proud. Mama just wanna see her sunshine, removing them dark clouds.
Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself.